Hey launch team, Dave Holcomb here, one of the newest self-published authors at Amazon.com. At least will be in a couple of weeks when His World Never Dies, The Evolution of James Bond officially hits the Amazon bookstore. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much for joining my launch team. I can't thank you enough. If nothing else, I'm hoping that this kind of jump starts a new career perhaps for me as a self-published author on Amazon. But if it doesn't, at the very least, I've felt a lot of love from all of you guys supporting me in my first book launch. So thank you so much for joining my team and supporting my first book venture. I'm going to try and keep this video as brief as possible. The reason why I'm making this video is because I thought that you guys would respond better to it than another email with instructions of how to download my book and my expectations for my launch team. So I know that when people talk to me and tell me things, that sticks out in my head more than if I read something. I'm not the best reader. Oftentimes we get so many emails right that we just kind of skim through an email and then you might miss an important detail. The point of this video is hopefully you can set aside 5-10 minutes to watch this and all the instructions stick out in your mind so that you know what to do come my launch day. All of us, everybody on the launch team is kind of there's different levels of people's knowledge of Amazon.com. Some people are probably experts. If you are, bear with me here for a few minutes because I'm going to lay out all the instructions even for beginners in terms of Amazon.com and purchasing and leaving reviews. So, and the reason why I'm giving so many details and so many instructions is so that you guys do it properly, because I know you're sacrificing your time and your energy to help me out. So I'm trying to give you as many instructions as possible so that you do it correctly and your review stays on Amazon. There's a lot of reviews that end up not staying or posting on Amazon because they're done wrong. I don't want that to be you because you took the time to read the book and write a review. I want your efforts to be worth something. I want your efforts to be up on Amazon.com and help me out as you intend to. First thing that I should say, kind of disclose, is in order to leave a review on Amazon, you have to have made $50 worth of purchases on that account that you're going to leave the review. So if you're planning to make an Amazon account to purchase my book, or you have an Amazon account you really don't use very often, but you're going to use it to buy my book, that's great, but you're not going to be able to leave a review unless you all of a sudden make $50 worth of purchases, and I don't expect anybody to do that just so that they can leave me a review. And my book, full disclosure, not going to be priced at $50. So my book alone is not going to get you to the $50 threshold that you need to have in order to leave a review on Amazon.com. So if you are brand new to Amazon or you have an account that's dormant and you're not using it and you don't hit the threshold to leave a review, that's okay. You can still buy the book. You can still read it. You can still let me know what you think. You can still tell your friends, hey, I read this book that I liked by Dave Holcomb, and you can recommend other people to buy it and perhaps leave a review. But you will not be able to leave a review unless your account has made $50 worth of purchases. Now, for the launch, there's basically 5 steps going from reading the book to leaving a review on Amazon. The first step is obvious. You got to read the book, at least part of the book, in order to leave a review. I know we all have busy lives. The book is pretty easy read, I would say. It's 11 chapters plus an introduction, including all of the pages, table of contents about the author, every single page. It's 186 pages, I believe. So it's a pretty quick read. I'm a very slow reader. I get through it in about 6-7 hours, and when I was reading through it, I was editing it very heavily. So I would think you could read it much faster than me. You could probably get through it in an afternoon, or you can get through a chapter a day, because we're going to get to the calendar for when I officially launch in a minute. But I'm sending you the book far enough in advance where you can just read a chapter a day if you want to go slowly through the book. But obviously read at your own pace. The first step, read the book, or read enough of the book so that you feel comfortable where you can talk about it and leave a short review. The second step is then downloading the book, purchasing the book. There's going to be 2 different launch days for my book. The first day is called the stealth launch. On that day, I will tell you guys to start buying and downloading the book, but I will not publicize the book outside of my launch team. That day will be June 5th. So circle that day as the first day that you can purchase the book. On that day, the book will be available in the Kindle store for 99 cents, the digital Kindle version of the book. The print version will also be available at a higher price that I have not determined yet. And then on June 9th, that is when I will publicize the book the following Sunday. I have debated long and hard about whether or not I should make the book free on my first launch day, June 9th, my first official launch day. And I think I told some of you I was going to make it free on June 9th. But after talking to some marketers and some other first-time self-published authors, I'm going to leave it at 99 cents starting on June 9th. So in order for you to purchase the book, download it, and then eventually leave a review, you have to buy the book for 99 cents. If that is an issue, if you don't want to do that because you joined the team with the assumption that you'd be able to download the book for free, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. Maybe you can do something else as a part of my launch team. I'm willing to work with you. But I'm going to leave the book for 99 cents on the stealth day and on the official free, not free, the official launch day on June 9th. And then at some other point later that week, June 11th, June 12th, the price is going to go up. So make sure that you buy the book for 99 cents starting on June 5th. After you download the book or purchase it for 99 cents, you have to flip through the book in order for Amazon to know that you actually read it. So even though you read a pre-copy that I sent to you that should be available in the email where you're watching this video, you still have to flip through the book on Kindle so that Amazon knows you're not just buying a book and then leaving a review without reading it. So you have to flip through the book after buying it. I think you could probably get away with flipping through only half of it. But again, it's only 186 pages. I would just, slowly click. I don't know if it's going to be 186 times. Maybe it's half of that if you see 2 pages at a time on your computer. I'm not sure how that works. But it should just take a few minutes to flip through the book, and then Amazon knows that you've read it. At that point, the fourth step is waiting a few hours. Make Amazon think again that you've read the book, that you haven't just read it in 2 minutes. Okay, the Amazon has to think that you've bought the book and that you've read the book. And then after waiting a few hours, 2-3 hours at least, preferably maybe longer than that, so that they again confirm that you've read the book, then you can leave your review. I've led some reviews for self-published authors in the last few months, and what I find very easy is after I've read the book, which can sometimes be a week or two still before their launch, I write my review. Reviews can be very short. They can be 2-3 sentences. I would like an honest review. Don't butter it up. Don't embellish that you liked it. Please tell me your true feelings of the book. Leave an honest review. Write that honest review. I would say my advice is right after you read the book, and then just after you've waited a few hours, it's a simple copy paste and you post your review. Your review will not show up for a few days because Amazon goes through this process to make sure that you're a verified purchaser and that you've actually flipped through the book, you've read it, and that it's a legit review. So again, if you skip any of these steps, your review is not going to be posted on Amazon. If you try and not purchase the book for $1 and leave a review, it's not going to work. Your review will not be posted. And same thing with if you don't flip through the book, if you don't wait the at least 2 or 3 hours, preferably longer than that, and you leave a review, then there's a very good chance that the review is not going to be posted. So follow those 5 simple steps. Read the book, download it starting on June 5th for $1, then flip through it, wait, post your review. Post your honest review. Again, thanks so much, everybody. I guess the last thing I'll leave you with is the goals, the number of reviews I'm hoping to get. I would like to get at least 10 reviews by the official launch day where it becomes officially launched for the public. So if 10 of you can leave your review between June 5th and June 8th, that would be awesome. I'd love to get even more than that, but at least 10 in those 4 days would be great. And then starting June 9th, I would like to get 10 more by the time I raise the price in a few days. So first goal is 10 reviews. The next goal is 20 reviews. Again, if you're not able to review it, that's okay. Purchasing the book for $1 is so helpful. It lets Amazon think that you're interested in the book and that other people may be interested in well, and it helps the SEO aspect on Amazon. So I guess the last thing I'm going to that I should include here is I'm not going to send a link to my book on June 5th. I'm going to ask all my launch team members to search my book title. You can search my name or search some key search term with James Bond in the title. That way, it's another kind of trick to get Amazon thinking that people are searching for Dave's book, people are searching for His World Never Dies, and we want to make this more visible to other people that we think might be interested in this book, because people seem to be interested in it. So I'm not going to send out, that's one thing I almost forgot to mention. I'm not going to send a link to my book on launch day. I ask everybody to search for the book because that's going to help me rank higher in the Amazon store. If you have a problem finding the book in order to purchase it or review it or whatever, can't find me or the book, let me know. I'll send you a link if you're having any trouble. But I'm hoping that everybody's able to find me searching for my name, searching for the book name, and that also will help my Amazon rankings and hopefully the popularity of the book and the sales of the book. I think that's all. If you follow those 5 simple steps, that's your path to leaving a successful review. Again, can just be a few sentences. Leave your honest thoughts on the book. Thanks again so much for being part of this launch team. It means so much to me. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out if I was unclear with any of these instructions, or if you have any other thoughts or concerns about my book launch. Again, thank you, and I look forward to moving forward in the next few weeks with this book launch.